I think.
One. We are live. Welcome. Keaton, how are you?
I'm doing good.
All
How
right.
are
We
you?
are going to do a film review for Keaton over here. This is one of his ECNL games in, where was this?
Fully.
Foley. Okay, cool. Oh, this was the tournament.
Yeah, it's the Alabama tournament.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was there for this. All right. So let's get to, and you are not, what number are you?
54.
There we go. Okay. So it looks like you subbed in right around here. Zane, great job. Was this the final?
No,
Can you
it's not
tell?
the final.
This was not the final?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. Trying to get you in. Oh, there we go. Okay, subs are rolling in. Great. There we go. Keaton Bradley, 54. Corner kick. All right, so here, where would you say you are? Are you over here? Can you tell?
No, I'm in the middle.
You're in the middle. Are you just standing here? Okay. Where? So what position did you sub in here?
Left wing.
Left wing. Okay, so if I were you as a left wing, I would be closer to the near post, right? Because you have a center forward, you've got a right forward. I try to avoid staying in the middle of the box. And then even what you could do is just float out here. This is a great position to float as a left winger because then it pulls one of these guys out. So right now, I think you're here right by the PK spot.
Mm-hmm.
Ball comes in. Okay, so body shape. You really want to try to always be facing the goal when corner kicks come in. That way, if the ball drops to you, you can shoot it right to goal. When your back is to goal, you really don't have a lot of options with attack. So one of the things you could try and work on is just how you are facing when the ball is live, when corners are live. How are you facing? Could we have potentially predicted the trajectory of this ball and got behind it? Maybe. So as soon as that ball is kicked, you got to predict where it's going to be and then adjust to it quickly. And it looks like right here, you're kind of just standing still, watching the ball. So if I were you, I'd be floating, moving around, because he's probably going to kick that ball right back into the box. There we go. Now, ironically enough, it lands right where you fall, right where you were. So if you're going to raise your hand and call for the ball, you got to stay on that spot. So if we look at that, you're actually in this nice pocket of space. You see how these guys aren't covering you, these guys aren't covering you, right?
Yeah.
And then you wave, and then you run off of that spot. Watch where the ball lands. Right here. Right? So you waved, hey, I'm open. Your teammate saw you, played the ball, and then you backpedaled away from that spot. So try to stay where you are. You could have probably beat that guy to the ball. Right? So the balls get you, you're right here. He's going to come across. Yeah. So you notice, right? So you were on the right spot, and then you backed out of it. So just be aware of that. They clear it. Okay, here we go. What a shot. Was that Tegan?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. All right, so corner kick. Josh is occupying the middle. You should be getting wide. One of the things you can do as a left winger is do what's called shadow defending. And I'll put the board here for you. So let's say you're the 11. The 2 is out here. The 7 is out here. Right, so he's like right here. You and Josh are right here. Okay, goalkeeper is going to have the ball there. Can you see all this?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, so if he plays the ball there, you're too late to try and cut this pass off. So you don't need to be here. You should be out here, maybe even a little tighter. I would be in line with Josh, but just standing in between the 2 and the 7, because your 6 should be up here, your 10 should be up here. So you don't need to cover this guy. This guy's covered, and Josh can even drop in and cover there. So let's see what happens. Oh, and these guys are playing kind of wild. So they have the 4 taking the kick, or I guess that's the goalkeeper taking the kick. Let's see what happens. All right, ball played. Yeah, so goalkeeper, this is who Josh should cover. This is who you should cover. And they go long, of course. What a waste. And you guys are there. Good for y'all. Good tackle. We're going the other way. This is great position. Great position right here. Got it. Notice the gap. You have all this space between you and these defenders. Another beautiful ball in the box. You got to be so aggressive on these balls. You got to be so aggressive. As soon as that ball comes in, you got to start predicting where it's going to be and then just attack it. You got to attack this ball. It is a bouncing ball, but notice the defender beats you to the ball here. You plant, you go to swing, and he's already there. So he's at the ball. Could we have potentially gotten there quicker?
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. Because you're looking to shoot off the volley. Maybe what you could have done is taken a touch instead of tried to volley it off the bounce. You know, rather than try and swing through the ball, go and meet the ball, get control, and then use a turn. Right? At this point, you might be the goal, but back goal, fake left, go right, fake right, go left, boom, get a shot off, do a little half Zico action, do a little Cruyff turn. But in the box right here, if I were you, another thing you could have done, ball gets kicked, quickly check your shoulder. Is he going to come track that ball with you? Probably. If you can beat him to the ball, you win. Now you have control. Now you can do something. That's all right. I do like that you went for the finish here. And then we got to get back. Immediately start to work back. It doesn't have to be a sprint, but just start to jog back. There you go. You're starting to jog back. So there's a concept in soccer called counter pressing. And the whole idea of counter pressing is you want to defend in a position that when your team wins the ball back, you're in a position to attack immediately. You understand that?
Yeah.
Let's go through that again. So as you defend, you're not defending in a way that if your team wins the ball, you're easily covered. You're defending in a way that if your team wins the ball, you're already open to quickly transition into attack. So out here, this is why I'm bringing this up. Out here, if your team were to win the ball, you're kind of covered, right? And look at, he's got the ball. Your team has the ball, and you're being blocked off here. You should immediately try to look to a position where you can help. So he's going to pass the ball back to here. If you get wide and you're in this area out here, he can play it one time to you, and then you're squared up to that defender. You can go 1v1 on this defender. Right? So here he is, and you're kind of just watching. You got to be moving off the ball, always off the ball. How can I help this guy when he gets the ball? He's near you, right? That's not too far. If you were to step here, could you receive the pass from him?
Yeah.
Look at this. He's looking for you. His hips are faced in your direction, and this guy beats you to it because he has to take another touch. So Nico would have been better to just play the ball back one time here. Harry takes a really heavy touch. Another thing Harry could have done is instead of taking the touch forward, he takes the touch wide, creates that separation from the defender, and then you're there. He can use that. But if he can play his first touch to you, then you can immediately go into the attack. Plays it back. Boom. He needs to be able to play you right here. Boom. You need to be out in this area before that ball gets to him. Okay? Let's keep moving. Let's see what's going on. Not bad. Solid here. Good position. You're in the middle of the field. Ball's on the right. That's perfect. You don't want to be out here. You want to be somewhat connected with the team. But now, if I were you, I'm looking to see how can I create separation from these guys. And you got it. You got some separation. And these guys don't look like they're playing good soccer. They're just kicking it away every time they get it. Go to the goalie. Good job, Zane. Love it. Oh, Zane, so good. So here, he needs to be going inside to these midfielders. Trust your team. Trust your midfielders. Good job, Nico. So I'm going to bring this back to you just in case you are this guy. So often at this age, what I see is that the wingers are always, or the outside backs are always looking to play the wingers. But right here, if he squares the ball to Nico or even plays Dylan, Dylan has this ball and all this space. Dylan can then take a touch forward here, or he can turn it back and go to here. If you see this ball go to the middle, You need to be figuring out how you can help out him or how you can help out him. How would we determine which player we're trying to help out? It all depends on how he receives this ball. So if this ball gets played across to the middle and he takes a touch into this space here, then you're looking to come down and help. You're either coming through the middle or you're coming out wide to here so he can play the diagonal. If he receives this ball and turns back to Harry, then you're looking to get out here wide. And that's how we're looking to help. Do you see how you're looking to move based on your teammates' touches and the way their hips are facing?
Yeah.
You with me? I'm going to start asking you questions. I've been talking a lot. I want to see if you're understanding. We're just going to let some of this play. I think the ball gets to you soon. Yep, and he's getting ready to switch it. Okay. Oof. Got to get a touch on that. Let's go back. All right, so hips. Do you anticipate him playing the ball forward here?
Yeah.
Okay. So notice, where's his hips facing now? It's hard to tell. You got to kind of watch as the play goes on.
The sideline. No.
Forward.
Fourth.
Now he's looking where? Where is he looking? Hey,
Back.
hold on, man.
I'll get over here, buddy. Have this one.
It's you,
Say
man.
hello. Good to see you.
Is this the uniform?
Yeah. Just that far.
It's good, man.
Yeah, thanks.
What you doing over here?
I was bringing that re-entry placard back
Oh, cool.
over here. Yeah, and I thought I'd just say what's up.
You got some. I think there's. Chuck, is there cake in the fridge?
I'm not taking
No,
it.
okay. I was gonna say,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Take it easy.
Good to see you, Pat.
All right, Chuck. How you doing?
Sorry, I had an old coworker come in. All right, so going back to here, notice he's going down the wing. You're thinking he's going to play you in, okay? But he cuts it inside here, right? So as soon as he cuts it inside, you got to be thinking, I need to help out here. And then where is he looking? Is he looking to play you on the switch, or is he looking to play you? Keaton, you there? I think I lost you, Keaton. Keaton, you there? See you, Pat. There you go. We're back. You good? Can you hear me? All right. I can barely hear you, but we'll keep going. All right. So again, his hips are facing inside. You got to be prepared for this cross. He looks to play you in. Your first objective should be to get behind the ball, right? You want to get your body behind the ball so you're not stretching. And we really don't want to let this ball run, because as this ball rolls, we're wasting time and we're allowing this defender to close us down. So notice he's going to bust his butt to come and get you. And now you've got to take a touch. This is not a very advantageous position, right? Where our hips are predictable. He knows you're going to be going down the line, and you've got a teammate back here. So you're going 1v1, stolen, right? It was very predictable what you were doing here. You get to the ball, you're favoring your right foot. He's coming in to help. If I were you, I would be approaching this, maybe protecting it with my back, or with my first touch, take it into space. Don't try to take a control touch. His run. Notice the line of his run. He's running this way. So if you quickly knock it down the line, he's got to reposition the angle that he is approaching you, and you have the advantage. But when you take this control touch here, boom, you stop the ball. You now give him the ability to close down even more space. You with me?
Yeah.
Also, where is his body in relation to the ball? Is it on the left side or the right side? Look at the ball. You see where the ball is?
On the left side.
He's what?
On the left side.
And Thomas, please. Those are Thomas. He's on the left side of the ball. So should you take your touch to the left or to the right?
To the right.
I would take it to the right. Just as and you don't have to, but I'm looking at this going, he's planted himself on the left side of the ball. If I take my touch to the right, I can at least take it into space. but taking it to the left, he's ready for you. He's on that side of the ball. Likewise, you have, is this Harry or Tegan?
That's Tegan.
Tegan.
That's Harry.
What happened? Are you offside? What the heck?
I think so.
Oh, what a terrible call. Oh, wait. You might have been offside here, dude. You're offside, you're offside, you're offside, you're offside. Yep. Okay, so you're offside here. Yeah? So when the ball was kicked, you were offside, and then you came back on. The flag goes up. All right, let's keep moving. Touch, touch, touch. That's something you got to be aware of. The second last defender. Ball over the top. Typical for this team. Oh, who is that? Good save, Zane.
That's Liam.
It's who?
Liam.
Liam. Gotcha. Yeah, that first touch. What could he have done here?
Liam?
Liam. Yeah, what could Liam have done here?
Pass it off to Zane and Tegan.
Yeah. So it's bouncing. What kind of touch should you take with a bouncing ball? What could he have done here?
Hit it with his chest.
Hit it with his chest. Could he have let it bounce maybe another time and got it with his foot?
Yeah.
So bounce one, bounce two, chesting it forward right into the path of the other team. If I were him, I would have maybe taken a half a step back, taken it on my foot. That would have been easier. It's to the ground. And then use Zane and open up. Likewise, Tegan probably could have backed up more because this is in the center of the field. Tegan's just way too high for me, but good job for Liam covering because that's what he needs to do. Now, Tegan right here has got to work back. It's unfortunate. This guy, Zane, great job. Let's move on. Ball out. Okay, here we go. Ball's coming through the middle. Turn. Dill. So good. Good. That was fantastic. This is the best touch so far. And it's so simple. Let me break this down for you. Your momentum is running backwards. Your momentum's running backwards. So for you to try and go into the attacking direction is going to require a lot of power, a lot of energy, and a second touch. So right here, use your momentum. You're going backwards. Play the ball backwards. Reposition your hips. Get wide for him. And hopefully, see, and he should have just played you right back. That's really unfortunate that he doesn't see that. These little return passes, that would have been the best thing he could have done. And now he turns it over when you're wide open here. You're absolutely wide open. So maybe demand that ball. Play it here and just start screaming, ball back. You can even say return. Another thing that I've taught my players to use is the word bounce. You know the word bounce? Have you heard that?
Yes, I have.
Bounce, what does bounce mean?
Bounce back, you one touch it.
One touch it back. Bounce, bounce. So you bounced it to him. You one touched it to him. Call for it back. Give me that ball back because you got space to attack. This guy's attracted to him. He is not focused on you. You're wide open. You're wide open here. He should have totally played you back here. Good. That was a great idea. Just need to get that ball back. And then you guys are tough. Play it wide. Oof. Who is that? Nico. Sheesh. Kind of selfish, but he got the shot off. So credit to him. He's got that in the locker. Good ball here. Oof. Hold on. Did I miss that? Oh, all right. Hold on. Okay. That's Tegan in the middle.
Yeah.
Right here.
That's Tegan.
Tegan with a great find. Touch. Boom. Okay, you. Awesome position. Separation from the defender. Plenty of space. Back to goal. I'm fine with this. I'd rather, if I were your coach, I'd rather you get it back to goal here. And not completely back to goal because your hips are somewhat turned to Josh here, you could probably one-touch him in. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's happening here. Oh, my. And you did. See, that's beautiful. That's fantastic. I can see these plays happening, and that's exactly what you did. This is the perfect play. One touch, assist. Boom. Right around him. Let Josh do the rest. Great job. Fantastic. Fantastic play. Keegan, Keaton, and Joshua. I think you guys are up 2-0 right here. That's great play. Great job. Let's go one more time. One thing you probably could have done, it was a little tight. Notice how close the ball gets to that defender, right? You see how close it is? I would have tried to angle it a little bit more to Josh, but what you did do with this pass is that you put it in front of him. It is a little soft as well. It's a little soft. He's got to come back to it. A little bit more power, a little bit closer to him, but for the most part, great idea. Got the ball off, got the assist, so good job. Let's keep moving. Oh, nice. Little Selly there. I see you. Hands up. Clark's coming in. Looks like Keegan's sliding up in the midfield. Nico's playing center forward, maybe. Referee. Good shape. Unlucky. Moving on. I like that you're dropping in here, checking your shoulder. Right here, I'd guard this guy that threw the ball in. Play him? Yep. Not bad. Be careful doing those outside the foot passes. I really don't like those, but sometimes you have to. Could you have played a left foot here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And the decision to go behind the defender, maybe play it right in between them here.
No, hit it between his legs.
Oh, you got it between his legs. You knew you did that, didn't you? You got lucky. Did you mean to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Got it between his legs. Now Dill's off into space. Great ball from Dill. What was the decision? What happened? Oh, don't know.
You try to throw a ball at the
Not a good idea. It's all right. You got the ball. Throw in. Nico, great job. So what you could do here. So Nico's playing center forward, right?
Yeah, yes.
Notice how he goes out to the corner flag. If I were you, I would start occupying his position. Because if you stay kind of out wide or disconnected here, notice how far he is. I would try and separate yourself. Maybe even Teague could drop into this space, but there is a space right here that's just welcoming someone to come occupy it. Beats it. He should be making this run in immediately, or you should be making this run back. But someone's got to be making the run here. Good tackle. Out of bounds. Fast forward. Dill. Good little touch with the left. Play him. Good defense. Yep, easy. Oh, be careful there. So you win the ball back, and then I think you just kick it. I don't know if you had an intention there. Are you trying to pass it to a teammate here?
No, I just tried to get it back.
Say it again.
I just tried to get it back.
Just get it back. Okay. So one thing that you really need to start doing is not only winning the ball, but winning it back and then finding a teammate or keeping it yourself. So something you could have done here, Carl might have yelled at you, but that's okay, is steal the ball and then dribble. So right here, where's your space to dribble? Left shoulder or right shoulder?
Right.
Right shoulder. So you could have used your body, push this guy off, and then take a touch. And what part of the foot are you using here to take this touch outside? You got to be quick.
Okay.
Outside of what?
Right foot.
Right foot. You got it. So immediately push off this guy and then use him as kind of like a springboard. Push off of him outside the right. And then we're taking this touch. You don't even have to go forward. You could just take it backwards. I call this touch the Neymar touch. Just get into space. Backwards is fine. You can go backwards into space too. Turn it over. Got lucky. Clark's there. Great ball, Clark. And now we're in the attack. Oh! Okay. How can we do better here? Let's see. Ball in. Bounce. It's tough. So, again, this probably could have been helped by just tracking the ball. Where's the ball coming from? And then just putting your body behind it. After this bounce, you could have taken that touch off the chest. Comes across your left shoulder. So it tells me that you weren't exactly behind it. Best thing you can do is just get your body behind the ball. And that should be out of bounds. Yep. So now we're looking to win the ball back here. Dill wins it. Puts it in the box. Take a shot. Foul. Play on. Keep it. Yep, great idea. Why? The play. What's the play here? What should he be doing? This guy, when he gets the ball.
Pass it to Dylan.
Pass to Dill. Dill's wide open. You got to trust your midfielders in these tight areas. It's one of the best things you can do this weekend is just trust your midfielders. Play the ball into their feet and then make runs off of it for them. And these guys are just kicking it away. They're desperate. Nicely done. Oh, that's a crazy angle to take a shot. That is an absolutely crazy angle from Nico. Does he think he's going to score? Has he scored any of these? I do like the position you have here. Maybe a step or two forward, because if he threads that ball through on the ground, you want to be right there on the back post to just tap it in. So just be prepared for that. What I would do is read the touch that he takes. So the moment that he takes that touch down to the byline, right? He down touch. He's going to the goal line. That's when you got to hustle. You got to close the space down and get to this back post, because now the ball is the offside line, right? Once that ball gets past that second to last defender, you can go all the way up to the ball. All right. Takes a shot. We go. Goal kick. Again, right? So maybe you and he need to talk about, you don't want this guy open. Your man, this is your assignment here. So you should not be pressing this guy, right? You're leaving him wide open, and then you're giving him all this space. Force Nico to press the center back. That is his job. Your job should be to guard this right back. Let's watch what happens. If you are going to press this guy, best thing you can do is just block off this pass. So get in front, get in this lane. So there's an imaginary line from this player to this player. You want to get on that line and then run at him so he can't use that player as a passing outlet. You with me?
Yeah.
You remember what that's called? Shadow defending. Do you understand why it's called shadow defending?
Because you're not guarding the player.
Why is it called shadow defending?
Because you're not guarding the player.
Kind of. What am I using to guard that player behind me?
Your shadow.
My shadow, right? So my shadow, if you were to shine a light on me, my shadow is blocking the player behind me. So I don't actually have to cover that player, but just my shadow covers him. So I'm a shadow defender. I don't even have to be near him, but just guarding the path of the ball allows me to defend that guy with my shadow. But he kicks it away. He should have played his teammate there. Good idea. Not the best execution. Ball in the feet. Love that little one touch. Ball in the box. It's okay. It's decent. Looks like you got a touch coming up. Oh, Good job. You should get there. Camera can't show. What happened there? Do you remember? You couldn't get there in time. I mean, it was a pretty heavy ball.
Yeah.
Let's see. So never turn your back to the ball. I don't know if you've ever heard the waves, the rules of the ocean. You never want to turn your back to the ocean because a wave could come and crush you. Same thing with soccer. So right here, when you see Nico grab the ball and turn your way, you should be just backpedaling, because the moment you turn away from him, you're no longer an option if you're not looking at each other, unless you're checking the back of your shoulder, which you kind of do here. But now you're only anticipating a ball forward. So let's see what happens. And that's just whoever played that ball. That was just not a good ball. Yeah, so who is this?
That's Harry.
That's Harry? Yeah, Harry's got to do a little bit better here.
That's Winston.
Right here, left back.
No, that's not left back. That's center.
So this ball, too heavy, too far in front. You should have played your feet. So something else is reading your momentum. So your momentum, where's your momentum going? Is it going forward or to the sideline?
Forward.
Let's back it up. Watch yourself. You're going forward. You stop. A little back pedal. Where are you running there?
On the sideline.
Sideline. So as a player, he should have seen your momentum going to the sideline and not forward. So he needs to play you to your feet or to the sideline, because now you've got to change your direction to go and get that ball. Oh, is that another? I thought we saw that.
Yeah.
No, then we're up here, aren't we?
Yeah.
Looks like they score a goal soon. Clark. Play it wide. Good. What are you going to do here? Go at him. Okay. Everything up until this point was great. Where's the space for you to dribble?
Right there.
What?
Alright.
To your right or to your left?
Left.
Left. Yeah. If I were you, I would start practicing using my left foot. Outside the left foot, if you step to the right of this ball, step outside the right of the ball, you can push it to the left. And now you've beaten this guy. Look where his hips are. His hips are forward. If you can get this ball behind his right shoulder to the left of him, your left, his right, if you get this ball to the back of him, you got him. He's cooked. Oh, you did it. Okay, so then that was a great little step over there. Square him up, square him up. Love the soul roll. And then we've got to use the left foot here or keep driving. You could keep driving. Look at the gap between you and the goal. There's no one there. There's no one there.
But I took a heavy touch.
Huh?
That's what I meant to do, but I took a heavy touch.
I think you kicked it too hard. I don't think that was a heavy touch. I think you tried to pass it in. So Keaton, you gotta just have so much confidence in yourself here and just drive to the goal. When you're in the box, you got to tell yourself you are the best player in that box with the ball. You with me?
Yeah.
Don't get scared. Right here, it looks like you didn't get scared, but you didn't want to make the mistake, so you tried to pass it away. You got to be the one with the ball going to goal. All right? Right here, do you think you could have gone to goal?
Yeah.
This is a great first move. I love this first move. You created the separation. That's fantastic. I said use your left foot. You found another way to go left, which is to use a soul roll. That's great stuff. But now you got to accelerate into the box. And then here you could even toe poke it. I hate to say that, but a right-footed toe poke would be a nice little shot here. Coach Hugh, he loves his left-footed shots. I would prefer you to shoot left, but any shot on goal at this point works. So something to think about, because you don't get a lot of those opportunities. And let's bring it back. So you actually got lucky here. You won the ball. I would have shot it right there. Touch. Right there. Boom. You with me? You have that lane to the back post. Just rip it. Just smash it right there. Take a touch. Take a touch.
I took another touch because the ball was too close.
What?
I took another touch because the ball was too close to me, so I had to.
I think you could have ripped it there. You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, let me credit you here. So you did lots of positive. Great little touch there. Not the best. This little soft touch, boom. I think you could have ripped it. One more time. Soul roll, soft touch, bang. Yep. So you just got to be greedy. Be selfish when you're in the box. Oh, no. Okay, let's see what happened here. Look at Clark, man. Look at this guy. Just camping out. This is poor. This is poor from your team. Let's see what Zane did here. Zane's got to come out. Oh. Yeah, so here Zane's got to try and cut this angle off. Standing on the 6, I would have come up to about here. And actually, that's a really good shot. So not on Zane there. That's on Clark. Clark's just way too high. The whole back line, everybody, way too high. Unlucky. All right, let's keep going. I'm going to stop in the next time you get the ball. This will be the last time. Nice little ball here. Okay. I'm looking at this. Before we even look at what you're doing, I hope you pass it into Dill here. But I just want to show something. Notice the distance between your plant foot and where you're making contact. So that's a pass. So you really want to try and keep your plant foot as close to the ball. Good touch. Half turn going forwards. Another foot touch going forwards. And you really don't like to use that left foot, and it's going to hold you back. Right, again, so you're using the outside of your right foot instead of planting that right foot here and then swinging through with the left foot. You really got to start nailing down those left foot touches now. I promise you, it'll make you a better player if you start making these mistakes now. Still trying to one touch. Good. Decent little ball, Dill. So here, be physical. Be aggressive. On this bouncing ball, I would have spun my body between the ball and him and just boxed him out and just got control. You got Tegan behind you, or Winston. If you just box him out and take a touch to the ground, you can play him, and then we can reset back down the left wing. You with me?
Yeah.
You can protect this ball with your body. On a bouncing ball, you can absolutely throw a shoulder into this guy and protect the ball, get it to the ground. Because right here, these air touches, your age group does not do this anymore. We got to start bringing the ball down to the ground. Now, Dill kind of set you up here. I don't like that idea. If he's going to do that, he's got to really play it over the top. Because now it's a contested ball. If you could do one thing this weekend, Keaton, it would be to use your body more in those close quarters. You with me? Where you and your defender are, shoulder to shoulder, you're next to each other. Protect the ball, get a shoulder into him, lean into him, but do it within the rules of the game. You got to make sure that you're playing the ball and not just being physical. Okay? Sounds good? All right, we are 40 minutes in, so I'm going to end it here. Do you have any questions? Anything you want to ask me?
No.
You good?
I'm good.
Hey, man, mentality. This weekend, it's all about mentality. This is your last chance to impress the coaches if you want to be on a top U12 team, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good?
Sounds good.
All right, dude. Have a great weekend. Play hard. One second. I got it. I'll take it from here.